Hey guys, Adu from Denmark here. Welcome to episode 3 of Commander 2015. More spoilers have been revealed today, including a new commander, so let's check it out. Maren of the clan Nel Toth is the black and green commander that costs you 4 mana to cast and is a 3/4. Whenever another creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. At the beginning of your end step, choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that card's converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of experience counters you have, return to the battlefield, otherwise put it onto your hand. I actually think this is one of the better commanders, if not the best one we have in this commander set. At least I like it the most, I think, because it gives you so much advantage, because either you put your creature on the battlefield or into your hand, so you get a lot of advantage really easy, because it's really easy to get the creature to die. And again, because the experience counter stays on you when this commander dies, you will just pick up where you left off when you cast this commander again. So I definitely think it's a really nice commander for only 4 mana. Grasp of Fate is a white enchantment spell that costs you 3 mana to cast. When Grasp of Fate enters the battlefield, for each opponent exile up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls until Grasp of Fate leaves the battlefield. This is actually pretty crazy, because in a multiplayer game where you sit and playing with a lot of people, you might cast this and it would be good for you, but maybe it will always also be good for the opponent, since the opponent might want some of your stuff or the other opponent's stuff to disappear for a while. So they might want not to destroy this enchantment, which I think is kind of cool actually. So I mean, for 3 mana this is kind of funny to see if what will happen on the battlefield when it enters. Mystic's Mastery is a red sorcery spell that costs you 4 mana to cast. Exile target cards that's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it and you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Exile Mystic's Mastery. You got the overload mechanic we saw in Return to Ravnica, which belonged to Izzet, where for 8 mana you can exchange the target with each, so it means that you exile each target's instant or sorcery from your graveyard, which you can then cast for free, which is pretty crazy and a really nice card. It costs you 8 mana, of course, but I definitely think it's worth it if you do play a red and blue instant sorcery deck, for instance, with the new mechanic, with the new commander. In general, for 4 mana, it still is a good card, so it's definitely crazy, again with the whole overload thing. Pathetic Destiny is a blue instant card that costs you 6 mana to cast. Exile all creatures you control. At the beginning of next end step, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal that many creature cards. Put all creature cards revealed this way onto the battlefield, then shuffle the rest of the revealed cards into your library. This is extremely powerful, since if you are sitting on the battlefield with not that many great creatures, and the opponent, for instance, have really good creatures, you could do a Russian roulette and just hope for a good creature to come up on your battlefield instead. So I definitely think for 6 mana this is really great. Also that the other reveal cards other than creatures will go to your library again instead of into your graveyard. So definitely seems like a really good card. Verdant Confluence is a green sorcery spell that costs you 6 mana to cast. Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Search your library for a basic land card. Put onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. These confluence cycles are really awesome, I think. For 6 mana, of course it's a bit expensive, but actually for 6 mana you could choose each of them and get a lot out of it. But you also, for instance, could choose that you search the library for basic land 3 times, which is just kind of good actually. And then if you used 6 mana for this, you will get up to 9 land cards, which is just really crazy. So it definitely seems like a really good card with some good options, even if you choose one of them each. Deadly Tempest is a black sorcery spell that costs you 6 mana to cast. Destroy all creatures. Each player loses life equal to the number of creatures he or she controls that were destroyed this way. This is a really nice sorcery, but you of course have to be really careful not destroying yourself. The cool thing about this is that you might want to wait a bit for the opponent to have some more creatures, so you can lose more life than you, for instance. So I love the planning to this, but yeah, of course, if you just want to destroy his creatures really quick, you can also do this. But it's definitely nice to think a bit about this sorcery. Card I want to show today is called Mirror Match, and is a blue instant that costs you 6 mana to cast. Cast Mirror Match only during the Declare Blockers step. For each creature attacking you or a planeswalker you control, put a token that's a copy of target creature onto the battlefield blocking that creature. Exile those tokens at the end of the combat. I really love blue and these kind of effects, and at uncommon that's just pretty crazy actually. It does require you to have 6 mana just lying open, which is of course a lot of mana to have open. I mean, if you could cast something different instead, but this is really awesome since hopefully a lot of the opponent's creature will die too. So this is of course really good. So definitely, I mean, blue and these effects are just really annoying. Those are the cards I wanted to show today. You can leave me a comment down below and tell me what you think of the commanders and the cards in general. Whenever there are new spoilers coming out for Commander 2015, I'll be making a new video, so if you're interested in this, you can subscribe to me. Until next time, have fun guys.